Good morning, students. Good morning. Please turn on your videos. Can you hear me, students? Sahiti, Srividya, Samantha, Rohit, Bhuvana, Ankita, please turn on your videos. Rohit, how are you? If you are not ready to turn on your camera, I am also going to mute my camera. Okay, good. Ankita, how are you? Have you had your breakfast? Yes. Please turn on your video. Okay, students, shall we start meditation? Are you all ready to do meditation? We have 3 more minutes. Are you all ready? Then all of you please sit properly. Sit properly all. Sit right. Everybody. Some more students joining. Please stay online. Before all of you, please turn on your video. Pooja, Sahiti, repeatedly I'm calling your name. Sai Mother, good. Samantha, good. Sahidi, what happened? Yamuna, Pranati Reddy, Krishna, please turn on your video. Babida, what happened, Satvika? Raise your hand, Sai. Now all of you sit right. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, everyone. We are going to do meditation. All of you sit right and close your eyes. Set up with 3 long breath. Inhale and slowly exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Concentrate only on your breath. Don't open your eyes. Leave all the thoughts. Concentrate only on your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Sit straight. Slowly inhale and exhale. Concentration only on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Now take 10 long breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now rub your hands, massage your face, slowly open your eyes. Good morning all. Tell me, how are you? I hope all are fine. Very good. Dear students, every day in the morning before you attend the class, you please do meditation and attend the class. Okay? Everyone. And not only morning, evening also the same. Okay, before you start your studies or reading, whatever it may be, you have to continue. Okay, good. All are ready, I think. Is it? Very good. Okay, children, and we have discussed about agriculture in India in the last session, and I have given you a home task, I think. Prepare a list of food grains and its mother tongue terms. Okay, so I have told you to write in mother tongue all the grains. How many of you completed the task? Afia Khanam, did you write? Sorry, Afia. It's for you. I have told you clearly because in future you don't miss. Sai Likita is here. Sai Likita raised her hand. Sai Likita, I hope you have completed the task. Is it Sai Likita?
Yes,
very good, Sai Likita. And how many terms you have written?
sir, different types of Rabi, Kharif and Zaid crops.
Very good. Different types of Rabi, Zaid and Kharif crops you already written. Dear students.
And one more, sir.
Yes. Tell me, Sai Likita.
Sir, the things available in shop such as spices.
Very good. Dear students, listen carefully. Actually, Sai Likita written the things which is available in the shop. Okay, so the main aim of this topic is to understand different types of food grains and the same time the agriculture laborers, especially peasant we call poor farmers, what are the problems they may face. And today we are going to discuss about the same topic, like importance of agriculture. You all know that already have learned in the 8th class about the farmers problem and before independence and after independence. Before independence, you already learned in the 8th class, I think, like Mughal emperors and Nizam government, Britishers, they utilize these farmers maximum for their resources. Am I right? Okay, when we divide the economy, you all know that primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Primary sector in the sense agriculture sector. Okay, so secondary sector, industrial sector, and third one is service sector. So primary sector or agriculture sector is the distributor or provider of all sort of raw material to industrial sector. Industry is nothing but small scale production units, generally we call industries, production and distribution. So here agriculture is the backbone of our country, and agriculture sector's role is to provide raw material to the secondary and tertiary sector. So that much importance we have for agriculture. So that topic we are, and here today's main topic, the importance of agriculture. And moreover, during Britishers' time, you already learned about the Zamindari system. Is it Zamindari system, Rautwari system? Already you have learned these topics all. Is it, Ankita? Yes, in the 8th class, Zamindari system. So especially Britishers appointed some of the persons under them, officials under them, to collect tax or revenue from the poor peasant, we can say. So that the systems already we have learned, okay, what is Rathwari system, what is Zamindari system. After finishing that all, we got freedom in the year 1947, and 1950 onwards, a new revolution began in India. Actually, we call it as agricultural revolution or green revolution, quick development in the agriculture sector. Because after this independence war, a great famine. Famine is nothing but a scarcity of food grains led for death of lakhs of people in our country. So after independence, after 1947, a great famine occurred, and later government thought that some sort of changes should be implemented in the agriculture sector to improve the crop cultivation, the same way to abolish the famine. So that is the main aim of the India government soon after. We will discuss about that all today. Before entering into our topic, let me ask you a simple question. Tell me about the importance of agriculture. What do you feel? What is the importance of agriculture in our country? Sai Madhav, please unmute yourself. Please unmute Sai Madhav.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Very good morning. Can you tell me about the importance of agriculture?
Sir, agriculture means
I'm not asking the definition of agriculture, the importance of agriculture. No
sir,
idea.
they are
I'll come back to you. Varsha, please unmute Varsha.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Varsha. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, tell me, Varsha, the importance of agriculture. That is a question. Importance of agriculture. That is what importance we have in our country. Like, you know, agriculture sector is the main primary sector or backbone of country. We all know this. Then tell me about the importance of agriculture. How it's helpful for the people of our country. And okay, some points, 1 or 2 points you can.
Sir, providing food.
Very good answer. Okay, tell me whatever it may. Okay, providing food or food security to the people. Very good answer. Food security, we can say that. Lakhs of people, even we all depend on agriculture sector one or other way. Okay, food security to the people. Okay, agriculture sector providing food security. Okay, fine. Next here, coming to Dikshita. Dikshita, can you tell me one more point related to that topic? Okay, Varsha already said that, like food security, providing food security to the people, lakhs of people. Okay, so now it's your turn to tell one more point.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dikshita. Yes, tell me.
Sir, obviously, agriculture is very important
Yes.
for our food, and
Yes.
70% of working women are under agriculture.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Dikshita. So 70% of the women are engaged in agriculture sector. Very good answer. I expected that such type of, because women, 70% women in the sense, especially in rural areas, most of the women engaged in the field or agriculture sector than men. Okay, so different activities, maybe sowing the seeds, weeding, and different process we have in the field. So there all we can see women participated. It means 70% of the women engaged in the agriculture sector. Okay, any more point from Dikshita? From you, any more points? Okay, I'll come back. And now, Afia. Afia, it's your turn, Afia. Please unmute. Yes, Afia.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So first, Varsha said that is agriculture sector provide food security. Dikshita's answer is a lakhs of women, like 70% is the women workers engaged in the agriculture sector. So any more point related to that?
Sir, actually, without agriculture, no more can live, sir.
Sure.
Without a farmer, sir.
Yes.
Actually, agriculture is the backbone of our India, sir.
Yes. backbone of the country. Not only India, if you see all over the world, we can see each and every government give more importance to the agriculture sector, because food grains is very necessary. Am I right? Food and
Yes,
food,
sir.
and we can say so. It is very important. So one more point we can say that it is a livelihood for lakhs of people. Is it, or employment opportunity? So you see that in rural areas, most of the people engage in agricultural activity, directly or indirectly. Maybe your parents, if you have he or she has a shop or anything, in addition of that, he is also engaged in agricultural activities. Is it? So now today's our topic is to know something more. Today we are going to discuss about the textual concept related to this whole importance of agriculture, important policies, government policies after independence. That also one more. After three phases, we can say 1950 to 1965, 1960s to 1990, and after 1991. So these three phases. A quick development in the agriculture field, we can say. Government concentrated on agriculture. How can they promote the agriculture sector, and what are the facilities to be provided to the farmers to improve the cultivation? So these are all the main aim of these three phases. 1952, first phase 1950 to 1965, second phase 1966 to 1990, and 1991 and after. So these are the three phases we can say in our country. So still it's going on, because development in the agriculture sector, in the sense high yielding variety crops implemented through many researchers. Is it? So these all we will discuss today. Now all of you please open your concept book, otherwise a running note with you. Okay, so please look at the screen. I hope everyone can see the screen. Please thumbs up if you have any trouble. Okay. So now you see our topic is agriculture in India. And today's the importance of agriculture. Please note it down, this underlined part. So in this session, we shall look at the agriculture from an overall view for the entire country. We would read about the changes that have taken place since the time of independence to the present day, the challenges that we face today. So challenges in the sense, dear students, you all know that quick agricultural revolution or green revolution have positive and negative side. Let us discuss about that. What is the positive side? Actually, you all said that food security, providing food security, the same way livelihood of lakhs of people, and the same time agricultural revolution is nothing but a quick development in the agriculture sector. Quick development in the sense high yield variety crops provided by the government. The same time new technology, the training on new technology given to the farmers. So these all activities we can see, and for usage of fertilizers and pesticides, especially we have to note it down. High dose fertilizers and pesticides in the field to improve the soil fertility, the same way kill the pests or insects. So here the food security of the nation depends on agriculture. A variety of raw material required for industries are cultivated on farms. See, raw material, I have told you in the beginning, agriculture sector is a provider of raw material to the industrial sector, that is secondary sector. Okay, that point is very important. What is the role of agriculture? You can see here, the backbone of our country. The same time, agriculture sector is a provider of raw material to the industrial sector. Next, wheat, paddy, and other food crops are cultivated by farmers. Next, agriculture is a major source of livelihood for millions, giving employment to large section of people. More than half of the population of works in India working in the agriculture sector, and it's a related activity. Please note it down. Point wise, you please write. Okay. So first, what you supposed to write here? First thing is, it is a backbone of our country. Agriculture sector is a primary sector. Note it down. Right as it is. Primary sector is the agriculture sector. It is a backbone of our country. Okay, so it provides food security for the country. And the same way, agriculture is major source of livelihood for millions. Third point, giving employment opportunity to large section of people. And finally, more than half of the population of workers in India working in the agricultural sector and its related activity. Fourth point. And finally, women employment. Very, very important. Okay, men and women. It is the woman who get more employment opportunity in the agriculture. One thing we all know that in agriculture field, there is not necessary any higher education or more education or anything. Only practical knowledge or knowledge on agricultural activity is very essential. So many reasons you can write why more women are engaged in the agriculture sector. So in olden days, you know, women are not encouraged to go to school or study or anything. That is one fact we can say. And there is no need, like in agriculture sector, no need any special skill. Skill in the sense only to know about the cropping pattern and how to do the agricultural activities. Especially the large landowners or landlords employ these girls or women in the field for different processes, you know, sowing the seed, weeding and irrigation process. So many activities are there. There 70% of the working women are engaged in agriculture. So these 4 to 5 points you must write it in like as it is in the form of points, and later when you write answer you can expand it. And 2 kinds of people are engaged in the farming. That is finally very important. 2 kinds of people. One is agriculture laborers and cultivators. Write 2 points. One column, agriculture laborers. Agriculture laborers is nothing but the laborers or the employee who work in the agriculture field. Okay, so the laborers who engage in agricultural field, okay, they have their own, they don't have their own land. They are working under someone. That is agricultural laborers. And next column, cultivators. Cultivators are those farmers who have some land of their own and also use land belong to other for cultivation. Tenants. Okay, tenants, a term you have already learned. Okay, collecting land, rent for land, we can say that. Okay, say rent or the form of crop. Sometimes you can palu or something you have in your villages. Is it? So someone may collect land from someone for cultivation, and after getting the yield, sometimes they may give money, otherwise in the form of crops. So that also come under cultivator. So 2 sections you have to remember, 2 kinds of people engaged in the farming. One is agriculture laborers and cultivators. Agriculture laborers, the person who work under landlords. So cultivators in the sense they have their own land for cultivation. Suppose you may be a cultivator. Okay, so your neighborhood persons may be a agriculture laborer, the person who engage in the agricultural activity. So these are all the points you have to remember from this topic. Okay, now you can see a graph here. Students, please observe the graph first of all. Here 2 columns you can see. One is cultivator and agri. Here what we have to calculate is what is the percentage of agriculture laborers and what is the percentage of cultivators. How many cultivators? Okay, which is more and less? Let us see. Year wise they have cultivators and agriculture laborers. See here. First one 1961. Only first of all, let us see only the green color. It means cultivators. 1961, 76%. 1971, 62. 1981, they didn't give anything. Let it be. And 1991, 60%. 2001, 54. 2011, 55. So here first. 81 column. What is the 100? 100 minus 38 is equal to? Please tell me. 100 minus 38. Tell. 60? 62. Very good. Why confusion? 100 minus 38, 62. So here in 1981, 60. Continue the same. Okay, so when cultivators in the sense the person who has their own land and they are cultivating in their land. So now let us see the agriculture laborers. 1961, 24. 1971, 38. 1981, 38. 1991, 40. 2001, question mark. 2011, 45. Now you tell me 2001, 100 minus 54 is equal to 40? 46. 46. Now you see here, laborers, agricultural laborers are increasing. Is it? Agricultural laborers are Increasing, but cultivators are decreasing. What may be the reason, Afia Khanam? What may be the reason for that? Why cultivators are decreasing when we compare agricultural labors? Here, agricultural labors are increasing, cultivators are decreasing. What may be the reason?
Sir, I think
Yes.
agriculture laborers do not have their own land, sir, to cultivate.
Agricultural laborers don't have their own land to cultivate. My question, listen carefully. Here you can see cultivators are increasing hereby, decreasing. 1961 we have 76%. When it comes to 2011, only 55%. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Why decreasing?
They are seeking very problems. Sir, you are in mute, sir.
Good morning, sir. Sir, your voice is not audible to me.
You are in mute, sir.
Okay, now it's okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, did you understand the point? So here, 1961, 76% cultivators we have. When it comes to 2011, only 55%. What may be the reason for that?
Sir, because they don't have any other work to do.
Because they don't have, question, listen carefully. And like 1961, 76% agricultural labors, 76%, it means high. When it comes to 2011, only 55%, decreasing. But agricultural labors, you see, 1961, 24% we have, and 1940, 2011, 45. It means increasing year by year, but cultivators decreasing year by year. What may be the reason? Think yourself, and who is ready to tell me answer for this question? Very simple question. Dikshita, do you have any opinion on this?
Yes, sir.
Tell me your answer.
The land cultivation.
Cultivation?
The land, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Land.
Land. So now let me
It's,
conclude.
reducing.
That's actually cultivators, in the sense the person who have their own land and they are engaged in agricultural activities. Now, if you see your neighborhood or in your village, you can see many farmers give up. And farmers, in the sense, they give their land for someone. Either they may sell, otherwise they migrate to town and suppose constructing a home or engage in some other non-agricultural activities, establishing a shop or something. One word answer, if you want to say, if I want to say, is because here one word answer is agricultural activities, in the sense possibility of loss is high. Possibilities of loss is high. Most of the people are not ready to take risk. Am I right? Because unexpected climatical condition and input cost, market value, everything, many things we have to discuss about this. Because 1961, more cultivators are there. Because suppose you please talk to your grandparents, ask them, like in their childhood, how many acres of land they have and where is that land on. They may tell you, sometimes they may tell you, so we sold it or I sold it. What may be the reason? Because agriculture work, stay in the field, even though we are not getting any good income from that. This type of answer you may hear from that. So they sell that. You can see that all agricultural land now, they constructed big building, multi-story building or shops. It means decreasing the agricultural land, we can say nowadays. Okay, they are planning for non-agricultural activities. This land, all cultivable land or cultivable land, total change into new phase, because constructing building, constructing shops and many different types of activities. But agricultural labors are increasing. There are many reasons the same way. Unemployment may be the main reason. Suppose future your aim is to become a doctor or collector or so and so. So there is no opportunities in the world where you get opportunity, you engage in that. Am I right? In rural areas, especially even 10th after 10th fail or inter, whatever it may be, they may engage in agricultural activities. But there is no more productivity. That also very important fact. There is no productivity, but even though people engage in the agriculture field, or some people may get more income, that also fine. And rich landlords are there. Big landlords only can do agricultural activities now. The day by day, the cost of seeds, cost of fertilizers, cost of pesticides, high yield variety seeds, everything increasing. So there is no chance to get good income as a small cultivator. So most of the people, what they do, take this land. How much you please give me 1 lakh or 2 lakhs? I can migrate to the towns and cities. Dear students, here almost 250 to 230, 240 students are there. If you check your family case, suppose many of your family, your father or grandparents sold their land and migrated to the city or some other places. Am I right? And third phase, very important, education is the main. How many of you want to become a farmer in future? I don't want, sir. I want to become a doctor, collector. I have to sit under the fan and yes. Education also, 1% we can say that the fault of education, because educated people not ready to enter into the field because, oh my God, it's mud and like I cannot touch the soil. It may spoil my dress. White collar job, we have to say, like someone to do such type of activities. I am not ready to take risk on that. Is it? So this type of attitude also may create these problems. So here it is, this part is very important, because why cultivators are decreasing when we compare agricultural labors. Okay, answer already I have given you, because the agricultural activities possibility of risk is very high. So people are not ready to engage in agricultural activities. Remember that point. Okay. So, and for agricultural labors increasing. So to understand, like for your understanding, labor in the sense there is no more risk. So no, they are working under a employer. Evening they will get a wage. They can collect and go. And they can live, okay, they can overcome their livelihood and all. But cultivator in the sense, he should take all the risk. So paddy cultivation, if you observe, you can understand. Here the same way, since population also increases with the time, we look at the absolute numbers, the number of people working in agriculture increased from 97 million in 1951 in million they have, and 51 to 234 million in 2001. See here, the number of people working in agriculture increased from 97 million in 1951. Soon after independence. Now it is in 234 million in 2001. Hence the number of agricultural laborers who are seeking a livelihood in rural areas has increased. Given the fact that they have very little or no land to cultivate, what are the other alternate job opportunities available to them? This is a serious challenge. So see here you have a question. What are the other alternative job opportunities available to them? To whom? These agricultural laborers, because here 234 million in 2001, hence the number of agricultural laborers who are seeking a livelihood in rural areas has increased. Okay, so the agricultural laborers who are seeking a livelihood in rural areas has increased. Given the fact that they have very little or no land to cultivate. Actually, what happening in the rural area is, labors are many labors we have, but there is no land for cultivation. What are the other alternative job opportunities available to them? So what are the other alternative they have? You can see many people like establishing small shops. That generally we call kirana shop, workshops, goldsmith work. Okay, blacksmith in the sense, what is blacksmith? The person who engage in iron work. Generally we call blacksmith, not black color person who working in the field. Okay, don't misunderstand. Blacksmith in the sense, the person who engage in iron. Okay, so such type of occupations you can see in the villages. That is only the other alternative in the rural areas. What more job opportunities available? Otherwise, they migrate to the towns and cities. Many people may engage in the agriculture, construction field or some other jobs. The same like wage workers. Okay, so this is the alternate. This is a present situation to understand for your. And one more thing, students, in the examination, they may give the graph and ask you to comment or explain about this graph. So what you're supposed to do is, already I have told you, what did you understand from this graph? Increasing and decreasing agricultural laborers or cultivators. Reasons also you should explain. Okay, I have told you clearly what may be the reason for increasing and decreasing the agricultural laborers. And think yourself, this all up to you. This all contemporary issue, a current issue, what you can see in your neighborhood. So please check yourself and you can add some more point if you can. Okay, so now agriculture production depends on natural factors. So already you know, nothing here to discuss, because already you know, when we go to market, you can see some agriculture products like some fruits or vegetables, you can see only a particular season. Did you observe that? Only a particular season. Suppose orange, frankly speaking, I am living in Jannaram in Manchiral districts. So past 3 months, it means almost 4 months back, I roam like anything for getting orange. Okay, my son, he likes very much this orange. So I should provide that item. But I'm searching, but what farmers or the sellers telling is, this is not the season for orange. And suppose mango. Summertime we can see plenty. Am I right? Only summer. Other seasons we won't get such type of items. Is it? So to improve this type or to solve this type of problem, see, agriculture crops depends on season and natural resources such as soil and water and sunshine for cultivation. It's absolutely true. Temperature and rainfall conditions are important. Some crops can be cultivated only in a specific season regardless of the availability of water and other inputs. Therefore, if any region, different crops are grown in different season, when you visit Sanda, a fruit or vegetable market in different season, you would notice these differences. There are also variations in the natural conditions between different regions in the country. Besides land reforms such as abolition of Zamindari, Land Ceiling Act, the Indian government has also initiated other important policy changes. So here it is very, very important part. We are going to enter into very important topic. So beginning, they have given about the different cropping seasons. Okay, season, climatical change, all. And the same time, before independence, in the beginning already I have told you Zamindari system. And the same way, Rathwari system, Zamindari system, Zamindars utilize his farmers maximum. After 1947, after when we get freedom, after the freedom movement, so even farmers also got the freedom or independent, we can say that they can do cultivation freely. Okay, land act documents, they have their own land, they can cultivate, there is no much more tax system. So to improve the farmers or the farmers condition, Indian government, the important 3 policy changes. Okay, 3 policy changes. It is like very important about these 3 policy. First phase is 1950 to 1965. Please write it in your running note. 1950 to 1965. During this particular time, the government concentrated on increasing irrigation and building dams. Increasing irrigation and building dams. That is the first concept. It means we all know that the acres of 45% of the land in our country is like drought prone, we can say. Drought prone, because irrigation is very difficult. The water availability also very difficult. So such type of 45% of the land should be or must be irrigated. So that is the first aim. It means irrigation facility, providing water facilities to the farmers, and coming to building dams across the rivers. Okay, many dams constructed during this particular time, and 2 like aim we can see there. One is hydroelectric power or generating power, electricity. That is one aim. To construct the dam. So these 2 phases you write. Okay, so it is like it helps you to explain about the first is irrigation facility, next one is Next one is hydroelectric power and dams across the river to irrigate the land. And coming to 1966 to 1919, here you can see Green Revolution and its implementation. Green Revolution. What do you mean by Green Revolution actually? Green Revolution and its spread. A one-word answer, let me give you. Quick development in the agricultural activities or agricultural. Quick development. That generally we call green, like after 1960s. Okay, so these all like what we call high yielding varieties. It means through many scientific research, government agencies or the people who behind the agriculture sector, they produced different types of high yielding varieties. IHYV, HYV, high yielding varieties of crops to get good yield. Okay, quick development, I have told you what is Green Revolution, quick development. So part of that Green Revolution, like farmers cooperative societies, implemented farmers cooperative societies. It is an organization among the farmers to help poor farmers. And next one is government appointed some of the officials or government agencies to train the farmers how to use fertilizers and pesticides. These are all activities and inputs, and government like cooperative banks to provide financial assistance to the farmers. So these all acts happened in the during 1966 to 1990, this particular time. And first phase, irrigation and construction of dam, hydroelectric power. And second phase, 1966 to 1990, told you development in the agriculture sector, that generally we call Green Revolution. Part of that, many cooperative societies established or implemented under the government. And the same time, government trainers, okay, those who to help the farmers, many training given to the farmers. How can they do better cultivation? Because you all know that 1950 to 1965, this is middle, we have a great war, 1962 to 1966. That is India-Pak war, we can say, 1962 to 1966. So more amount government implemented in the war field, or sorry, put in the war field. So under that circumstances, great famine occurred in India. Great famine is, famine a word you have. Famine is nothing but lack of grains, lacks of people die. Okay, that particular situation, lack of food grains, scarcity of famine. Okay, so during this war, great famine occurred in India. It led great scarcity of food crops. So to overcome that, because that Green Revolution, under Green Revolution, high yield variety crops, high yielding variety crops provided to the farmers. It helps farmers to get good yield, even, and moreover unirrigated land. You know, some areas 45% of the land cannot be irrigated. It means it's a highland, maybe canal irrigation also very difficult. Motor pumps or other artificial intelligence they have to use. So such type. And after that, post 1991 agriculture development, already we can see during that particular time, export import started. We also started exporting what agriculture produced to the other countries. So this is all about the three phases, an outline, or I hope you all got an idea about these three phases of agriculture sector. 1950, very important, students, note it down repeatedly. I'm telling 1950 to 1965, 1965 to 1919, and post 1991. Okay, so now see here the first phase. So what we discussed, same textual concept, let us go through. See here, between 1950 and 1965, the Indian government invested heavily on irrigation and power project. Huge investment in this sector. It was hoped that this would rise crop production and solve the problems of food shortage, big dams for irrigation and electricity generation. See here, you have some of the major dams which they have constructed during this particular phase or the first phase. So the main aim of the first phase is irrigation facility. So Bakra Nangal in Himachal Pradesh. Please write it down. Choose the correct answer. Question you can expect from this. Bakra Nangal, Himachal Pradesh. Damodar Valley, West Bengal. Hirakud, Odisha. These are all the major irrigation or dams which we can see in our country. Hirakud, Odisha, Nagarjuna Sagatam, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, Gandhi Sagar, Madhya Pradesh were constructed. Where in which, like this, 1952, 1965, during this particular time. The area under cultivation and the irrigated area both went up and crop production increased during this particular time because irrigation, and during this phase, government promote the formation of farmer cooperatives and also appointed agriculture extension officers to provide technical support to farmers. 2 points also one you have to add along with this. This particular time, government promoted formation of farmers cooperatives. It is an I told you, a small organization like you all can see that SHG group, self-help group. Is it? Is an organization to provide financial support to the farmers in the rural areas, self-help groups you can see. Pavala Vaddi scheme or something already we have learned in the previous classes. So the same way here also, farmers, they may invest some amount. Whenever a person needs, they may give to that particular person that amount. So like that, farmers cooperative societies, the same way, agricultural extension officers under government to provide, to give technical support. Technical support is nothing but they need a lot of information regarding agricultural activities. How to use like the usage of fertilizers or pesticides and the cropping pattern, everything, all training should be given by this particular person like agriculture extension office. Still you have this all agriculture in agriculture department, we have agricultural extension officer. Their role they have given here to help the farmers, and variety of initiatives, especially for small farmers, were taken at the mandal or block level through community development programs. Okay, so many awareness program, variety of initiative, especially for small farmers, were taken at the mandal or block level through community development program. Okay, children. So like today, we are going to end up the session. So once again, this is your FA3 syllabus. Okay, this lesson is your FA3 syllabus, agriculture in India. Okay, please all of you prepare well. And we will discuss like remaining part. Almost all we covered now. Okay, 3 phases is very important. You have to go through that 3 phases. I have told you what is these 3 phases and what is its important. So first phase, second phase, and post. Okay, means 1991. So all of you please go through these topics and prepare a short note and prepare well for your FA3 examination. Okay, children. Let me see the same smile. Okay. Huh? Okay, good.
Good morning, Manandal. Welcome to Shanvi Learning Services. Today our aim is to know about the nervous tissue. Okay. Here I have shown you in last class this figure. So by observing these towers and something green circular lines are there. It is showing some like one tower to other tower, like that going on. The towers are nerve cells. Okay. If you put your fingers in a glass of hot water, how do you feel? If you put your fingers in a glass of hot water or very chilled water, how do you feel? That is our question. I'll come to you. Please stay online, all of you. Jayant, please unmute. Jayant, please unmute yourself. Bunny Jayant, BJ. Good morning, Jayant.
Good morning, sir.
I can't hear your voice.
Good morning, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Arshita.
Good morning, sir.
Arshita.
Good morning, sir.
Swati. Arshita, speak.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear your voice also.
Sir.
Sai Pranati, please unmute. Sai Pranati.
Good morning, sir.
Please stand line, all of you. Please stand line, all of you. Sai Pranati.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please stand line. Participants. Please stand line, all of you. Okay, Sai Pranavi, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
Sai Pranavi, if you put your fingers in a glass of hot water, how do you feel?
Sir, we feel we want to take out of our finger from hot or cold water.
Why?
We feel very hot for our finger.
Okay. So, fine. Because of that sensor you are taking out from that bowl or anywhere. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How do you know the water is hot or cold?
By nervous system, it is a specialized mechanism, sir.
So here, as we have millions of nerve cells, okay, millions of nerve cells. I will show you that diagram here. Look at the screen. Because of this figure number 17, nerve cells can form nerve tissue. Nerve cells, the message is passing from
Yes, sir.
detective point to brain, central nervous system. Again, it is like processing and giving back that information. You are taking out from that particular glass, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Please mute yourself.
Okay, sir.
Next. Bunny, now okay. You can speak. Now unmute. Bunny Jayant.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jayant. If you put your leg on a sharp edged stone while walking, how Jayant,
Sir.
if you put your leg on a sharp edged stone or thorns while walking, how will you feel?
It's paining, sir.
Okay, you'll feel pain and you will take that leg back or side of that particular point, right?
Yes, sir.
So how it is like what pain you are getting that because of now
Nurse.
already I have shown you because of now cells. The feel like the above situation is because of a specialized mechanism in our body. The mechanism is nervous tissue. Okay, so there was a linking in between the nerve cell and cell. Works like a electrical current passing through wires. How electrical current pass through wires like that, those mechanism will work with help of nerve cells. As you know, nerve tissue is nothing but a group of cells, nerve cells, right? Brain, spinal cord. So these are belongs to central nervous system, right? Brain, spinal cord, and nerves play active role in this mechanism. Who will play active role? Brain, spinal cord. Okay, backbone, spinal cord, and brain. Both comes under the central nervous system, CNS, and nerves also play active role in this mechanism. Okay. Now activity 6. Collect a slide of nerve cells from the slide box. Observe it under microscope. Write your findings. Nerve cells are the only cells in the body which do not have ability of regeneration. If we get injured anywhere, normally we can observe that from existing cells, new cells were generated. Okay, but here the nerve cells are the only cells in the body which do not have the ability of regeneration. There is no regeneration for these cells. Nerve cells are the only cells in the body which do not have the ability of regeneration. There is no ability of regeneration. That's why sometimes, okay, I will come to you. Jishan.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jishan.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in the nerve cell, current is there, sir.
Yes, we can go for that. Next slide, we can discuss about that. Okay, like vibrations, current, electrical impulses will be. I will tell you that. Okay, after this.
Okay, sir.
Jishan,
Yes, sir.
like I have one doubt. Can you give the answer?
Sir, you tell me question, sir.
Okay, fine. Just don't feel doubt. This discussion.
Okay, sir.
Maybe you have observed, normal day-to-day life. If anybody get injured at backbone, okay. So at that place, highly injured, what will happen? Jishan.
Sir, the backbone will be cut, sir. It
Okay.
breaks.
If not break also little bit, if they get a injury for that, what are the symptoms they can show? For legs or some particular parts. There is no movement, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is no movement we can observe because if somebody get injured at that particular backbone places, okay, from accidentally, like any high risky accidents, we may observe that like some parts, particular parts will not able to move, okay, or work. So because as we have here one statement, the nerve cells are the only cells in the body which do not have the ability of regeneration. Okay, there will be cut off that link and there is no proper transmission of that message. That's why they are unable to get that proper message from the central nervous system like brain and backbone, such that they are unable to move their legs. That particular parts are unable to move. They may not take a movement. There is no regeneration. Okay, these are very specialized cells. These are very specialized cells. Okay, Jisha, please mute yourself. Now, no two neurons, nothing but nerve cells. Neuron and nerve cell is same, children. No two neuron or nerve cells in the nervous system have same appearance. Cells of nervous system are highly specialized for transmitting the stimulus rapidly from one place to another within the body, like change. Okay, cells of nervous system are highly specialized for transmitting the stimulus, the change rapidly from one place to another within the body, not out of the body, within the body. We can identify three distinct parts in nerve cells. Three distinct parts we can observe in the nerve cells. Cell body, cyton, nothing but cyton, and axon, dendrites. So now let us discuss about the structure of nerve cell. Later, how the current and electrical impulses vibration will pass from one cell to another cell. Is there any connection or not? Let us discuss deeply. See here, look at the screen, figure number 17, nerve cell. Here, we have discussed already in last slide. There are cell body or cyton, not cyton children, cyton. Cell body or cyton, axon, dendrites. Cell body, axon, dendrites. Three are there. Okay, we can identify three distinct parts in nerve cells. They are cell body. Cell body is nothing but cyton. Second one, axon. Third one, dendrites. See here, this is cell body. I'm showing with cursor. This is cell body or cyton. Okay. Here is soma, cell body soma. Okay. Next, Cell body after axon and dendrites. See, this tail is axon. Tail is axon. Tail is axon. And here some now terminals are there, no? Like those. And here for cell body, like some terminals are there. Those are dendrites. Okay. Look at me, all of you. Look at the screen, all of you. Here, this is a cell body or cyton. This is a head. We can observe that a head and tail. Okay. This particular head part is cell body or cyton. The tail part is axon. 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 And these now terminals are dendrites. Okay. These also dendrites are nothing but nerve terminals also you can call. Nerve terminals. Roots like. And don't feel this is a plant. Okay, this is not a plant. This is a nerve cell which is present in our body, which can help to transmission the data, like which can help to transmission the stimuli from one to another place. Okay. So this is a nerve cell, very, very important. Cell body, axon, cell body, cyton, this head and tail is axon. These terminals are dendrites. These terminals are nerve terminals. Soma cell body, dendrites. This is a nucleus. The dot is a nuclei. Here in axon we can see some gaps. Okay. These are called nodes. Nodes. Those nodes are found by the Ranvier scientists, so that such that Ranvier nodes. Okay. On axon, we can observe that some little gaps in between, one structure after one structure. Those nodes are called Ranvier nodes, and the outside sheath, which axon is covered with one sheath. The sheath is, that layer is myelin sheath. Myelin sheath. This total is axon. These gaps are, nodes are Ranvier nodes, and this sheath, axon is covered with the sheath. The sheath is myelin sheath. These are now terminals. These are dendrites. This is total cell body or cyton, soma. Okay. This is a nerve cell structure or neuron structure. If they give instead of nerve cell, you don't get confused. Neuron, neuron, nerve cell. Both are same. Okay. Now, cell body or cyton has a larger nucleus and cytoplasm. Cell body or cyton has a larger nucleus and cytoplasm. The cytoplasm contains granular structures, like small granule-like structure, dot-like structures in the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm, cell body or cyton has a large nucleus and cytoplasm, fluid structure. In that cytoplasm, we can observe small granule-like structures or called the Nissl granules. In this, some dot like structures. Okay, Nissl granules. You can put the dots and show that as a label as a Nissl granules. Okay, Nissl granules. There are some projections, hairy-like structures arising from the cell body. Projections, hairy-like structures arising from the cell body. These are called dendrites. The hairy-like structures or projections which arise from the cell body is called dendrite. This is dendrite. They are very sharp and branched, more in number. See here, very sharp and branched, more in number, like this, more in number. One projection of the cyton or cell body is somewhat longer than remaining projections. Okay, as these all are dendrites, in that here also this is dendrite, but this projection At the cell body cyton is somewhat longer. That longer dendrite only we consider as a axon. Compared to remaining projections. Look at the screen, all of you, and observe cursor. These all are dendrites. Of course, this is also dendrite. But these dendrite are projection somewhat longer. Somewhat longer than remaining projections. This, what somewhat longer is there in that figure, that particular figure is called, that particular part is called axon. Axon. Okay. For that axon, again here we can observe some now terminals. As we have considered, this is a dendrite, somewhat long compared to remaining projections. So for this long structure, we can observe some nodes. Those are nervine nodes, and it is covered with a sheath layer, that is myelin layer, myelin sheath. Here we can observe somewhat now terminals also. This is a head part, this is a tail part. Okay. Some nerve cells have axon covered with a sheath. Some nerve cells have axon covered with a sheath-like structure. The sheath is called as myelin sheath. Gaps are nodes. Gaps, not that are gaps. Okay. So gap or node present at regular intervals. You can observe here, this is a gap. There was some spelling mistake in textbook. There's a gap. These gaps are nodes present at a regular intervals. See, observe here, regular intervals. And myelin sheath are known as Ranvier nodes. Axon of nerve cell is connected with the dendrites of nearby nerve cell to form web-like structure throughout body. Axon of a nerve cell is connected with the dendrites. Axon of nerve cell, this total nerve cell, this axon of nerve cell is connected with the dendrites of nearby nerve cell to form a web-like structure throughout body. And see, observe here, look at me, that dendrite, like now axons of nerve cell is connected with dendrites of nearby nerve cell. For example, this is one nerve cell dendrites, this is one nerve cell dendrites. Those are connecting like this. Is there any like attachment in between these? No. Please look at me, all of you. Please stand line. Turn on cameras. Why are you hiding camera? Such that I can give chance for discussion. All of you. Whether you are listening class or sleeping, how can I know? Be attentive and turn on your cameras, all of you. Deekshika Yadav, please unmute and turn on your camera. Deekshika, please unmute yourself. Deekshika Yadav. No response. Sai Yadav. Please stand line. Sunny, Bullam Sunny, please unmute. Bullam Sunny. Paulu, unmute by Powlu. Paulu. Good morning. You can speak. Please unmute. Bhavan Chand. Swati, please be attentive. Akshay, please unmute yourself. Sorry, mute.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Akshay. Is it Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, look at me, Akshay.
Yes, sir.
See, now cell, my left hand, these fingers are dendrites, right?
Yes, sir.
And right hand is also one of the nerve cell.
Yes, sir.
These fingers also dendrites. See, one
Okay.
cell and nerve cell, as you know, axons of nerve cell is connected with the dendrites of a nearby nerve cell.
Yes, sir.
This is a axon of nerve cell is connected with these are the dendrites of another nerve cell.
Yes, sir.
Nearby nerve cell to form a web-like structure. Are you getting web-like structure here? Can you see? Web-like structure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can clearly observe that web-like structure. Okay.
Sir.
Okay, here web-like structure. Throughout the
Yes, sir.
see here, is there any connection in between that terminals of axon terminals and cell body? Is there any
No, sir.
attachment?
Sir. No, sir.
No, there is no attachment. Okay. Connection
Yes,
is
sir.
connection is different. Attachment is different. Children. See
Yes,
this
sir.
is attachment. This is attachment, but our nerve cells are attached connected with one axon nerve cell is connected with the dendrites of a nearby nerve cell to form a web-like structure like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is no
Attachment, sir.
attachment, right? Like this web-like structure will be, and a little what gaps are there.
Yes, sir.
Example. Okay, fine. You can mute yourself.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Asra Mehak.
Sir,
Good morning.
good morning, sir.
Okay. If you want to talk with your sister, how can you?
Sir?
You want to talk with your sister.
Yes, sir.
Your
Okay,
sister
sir.
is not with you. How can you talk?
Phone, sir.
Through phone. Like what do you call? Like I will contact with my sister through phone call, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you touching that person? Are you attaching that person?
No, sir.
There is some vibration, like there is some radiation. By that you are connecting to your sister, right? Through phone.
Yes, sir.
So attachment is different, connection is different. So you are connecting, I am connecting you through this
Phone.
services, right?
Yes, sir.
So here we can observe the connection in between axon of nerve cell and dendrites of a nearby nerve cell. By this, it is forming like web-like structure. Okay, there is no attachment, children. In 10th class also about this is there. So don't try to touch a nerve cell, one axon nerve cell with dendrites of another nerve cell. Okay, if you touch that, it will be wrong. So don't touch, but you just keep near each and show like that web structure. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So please mute yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Lalita, please unmute Lalita. Okay. Pranati, unmute. Sorry, Pranati, unmute.
Sir, I can't understand about Nycil granules.
Nisal granules. Here it is not showing.
I can't understand about the.
You can put dot-like structures in this. Okay. You can put dot-like structures in this that you can consider as a Nisal granules. In this figure, they are not given. So that's why I have informed you already. So then the cytoplasm, we can put dotted-like structures. Those are called the Nisal granules. Okay. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Mute yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Please stand line, all of you. Arshita. Please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
As I told you, axon of nerve cell is connected with the dendrites of a nearby nerve cell to form a web-like structure, right?
Yes, sir.
There is no attachment, right? Like there is no touch in between the dendrites, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to show like nearby each and show like webinar structure, and from this nerve cell, axon, and one more nerve cell, dendrites of cell body or axon, nerve cell to another nerve cell, both connect in between that dendrites. Cell body or cell body axon or axon to axon or axon to cell body.
Yes, sir.
Here, tail to head, head to tail, or tail to tail, head to head, whatever it may be. I told you already, this is cell body, this is a tail. Tail is a axon, right?
Yes, sir.
It is a cyton, soma. So there is an attachment in between head to head, or tail to tail, or head to tail, or tail to head, what it may be. Okay.
Okay,
Head to
sir.
head or tail to tail. It means in between two nerve cells. I am telling that the connection between two nerve cells, that may be head to head connection, or tail to tail connection, or head to tail connection, or tail to head connection.
Yes, sir.
Between one and another nerve cell. And this, okay, thank you. Please mute yourself. Now, from these dendrites of both nerve cells, the electrical impulses like vibrations will be passed from one dendrite to next neuron dendrite. There is no attachment. There is no attachment, but signals are passing. Is there any attachment in between you and your sister's phone or your brother's phone? Is there any wire attachment? No. Okay. How it is that a message passing while you are talking, that opposite person also can hear properly? Deepti, how it is happening? Jishan.
Sir, because of signal waves from the tower.
Yes. So because of signal waves from the towers, how is going on? I will show here. From one tower to next tower, another tower. Here there is no attachment, but from one tower to another tower, that message is passing. That signals through the signals radiation, that particular voice is passing to the next tower, from the tower to again mobiles. Like that, from one nerve cell to next nerve cell, there will be some waves, electrical impulses. Okay, some chemical signals can be produced, are transmitted from that one nerve cell to next nerve cell. That may be connection in between dendrites of a cell body and axon, or axon to axon, or cell body to cell body. are exon to cell body. But the signals, that data, that what they have detected, that message is passing, like transmitting from one nerve cell to next nerve cell or another nerve cell by the electrical impulses or chemical, okay, impulses and waves. Okay, that's why I'm showing you here one example. By showing this tower, you can know how the signals are passing from, transmitting from one nerve cell to another nerve cell. Like that, millions of nerve cells are there in our body. Don't try to make attach that particular dendrites of both nerve cells. You have to leave some gap in between that. Maybe in some textbooks, this may be appear like little bit attachment, but because while drawing, maybe like because of that like ink or somewhat it may be look, but it's not a attachment. You have to leave some space, little space in between the dendrites and dendrites. You can make like web structure, not a problem, but don't try to touch that. If you draw like that, it will be okay. So in our body, like that, millions of nerve cells are there. So from every nerve cell, from one nerve cell to nearby the nerve cell, by forming the web-like structures through the chemical and electrical impulses, okay, the message is passing. This is a neuron or nerve cell. Okay. For example, Jishan.
Yes, sir.
If you go near external, like main wires, like which current pass through that high current, you can, or if you go near the transformer or any like that, you can hear some sound, right?
Yes, sir. Some sound
right?
will come out.
If you go near to that wire without touching also, that can give the shock, right? Because that electric field will be there. Okay, so like that here, in between the dendrites and dendrites, there will be like transmission of data is going on by the electrical impulses or chemical signals. Chemical signals also. Okay, like that, that particular data will be transmitted from one nerve cell to another nerve cell. So axon of a nerve cell is connected with the dendrites of nearby nerve cell to form a web-like structure throughout body. Okay, when we step on that sharp object, it is detecting that particular detectors. It will be very deeply in 10th class again. That particular stimuli, the change is detected by the detectors, like which is nerve cells, and that will be that message will be passed to the central nervous system. As you know, like a central nervous system, nothing but the backbone and head, like brain. So in brain, that particular will be processed, and again we'll get back that message. At the time, we will take our leg back. It will not take 1 minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Within fraction of second, it will be happen. The detection, the stimuli can transmit to the brain. That will be processed again, give back within milli-fraction of second. That's why when you put your leg on sharp object, you will take your leg back or a side. Or when while you are walking on the road, if you hear any sound from backside, like a car horn or a lorry horn, you will take your body left side. You take a movement left side. Okay, that is also because of these nerve cells and neurons. Okay, so that particular impulses, chemical signals, how will transmit from one nerve cell to another nerve cell. Here I am showing just for example with the cell phone towers, and by showing that green lines, you just feel cell phone tower. These towers are nerve cells, and these green circles are chemical signals or electrical impulses. Okay, there is no attachment. Okay, and see here, axon of nerve cell is connected with the dendrites of a nearby nerve cell to form web-like structure. Okay, So this junction is there now in between the two dendrites, in between the junction in between the two nerve cells. The junction is called synapse. SYNAPSE, synapse. Very important. Okay, synapse. Synapses. The junction in between two nerve cells. There, which is considered as a synapse, we can observe that electrical impulses or chemical signals which is transmitting from one nerve cell to another nerve cell. Axon of a nerve cell is connected with the dendrites of nearby nerve cell to form a wave-like structure throughout body. Okay, so keyword, all of you please repeat. I will read. Okay, I will observe your lip movement. Please repeat all. Epithelial tissue, connective tissue. Jayant, please repeat. Insulator, bone marrow, bone, cartilage, muscle tissue, nerve tissue. Pranay Babu. Ranvier nodes, blood groups. Okay, so this is your lesson, children. In next class, let us meet with a new lesson. Okay, that is plasma membrane. You be ready with kismis or badam. We have a great activity, and there is no waste. Okay, what we are doing, like activity with that, it will be helpful for you. Okay, you can take, no problem. You can eat after that activity. There is no waste. Okay, don't think we are going to waste 1 or 2 badam kismis, right? So please be ready with the badam and kismis, or anyone, no problem. Okay, next class. Okay, it's not a wastage food. It's a dried fruits. That's why if you collect it today, not a problem. You can be ready. Pranati, Sai Pranati, tell me.
Sir, plasma membrane is there in plants, sir?
Yes. Like cell membrane, plasma membrane, plant cell, animal cells, we can see. Okay, in that topic we can discuss. Interesting topic.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Like cell membrane only considered as a plasma membrane. In plant cell and animal cells, both we can observe. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So be ready. Kismis, badam, if you may be available at your home, as those are dry
Is
fruits,
there
are very helpful. If not, please collect at least 2-3 pieces. That's it. Okay, badam, kismis, or both. Okay, be ready with that for next class. Thank you, one and all.